Hello and welcome. I'm Rani, and today we have the Women in Property podcast. And today I'm joined by Faigy. Hi, Faigy.
Hi, Ronnie. Thank you for asking me to come over.
I'm so glad you've come. I wanted to find out about your journey in the property world. So, can you tell me about your journey in the property world?
Ooh, how long is a piece of string? How long do you have?
Literally. But just like a rundown of how it's been for you, why you joined, what made you join.
All that
Yeah.
amazing stuff. Right, so I'm a mum. I'm married. I've been married for 27 years. I've got 5 children and 6 grandchildren. And I always thought, when I reach around age 40, everything's going to be magically sorted out. Well, darling, I reached age 40 and everything did not get magically sorted out.
Yes.
So I joined the Samuel Leeds Academy.
Did you go to the crash course first?
Oh, yeah. Because I wanted to create financial freedom for myself first and my family second. So I live in a wonderful, supportive Jewish community in Manchester. And I just felt like I needed to do something for myself because about 5 years ago, I landed up with £65,000 of debt. And to me, that was the worst thing that could ever have happened to me. However, now looking back 5 years, I see, well, that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
To think where you are today.
Yes.
Yes.
If you had told me, darling, 5 years ago where I'd be now, I'd say, no, that's some fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. But the key is to face the pain and move through it. So I owned my part of the debt creation.
Yeah.
And only when you own it, that's when you can find a way through. Blaming other people, blaming life, blaming whoever. Well, yeah, it's part of it, I suppose, but it's not really going to get you anywhere.
No.
So with a lot of blood, sweat and tears and effort, I moved through. And to cut a long story short, I realized that even though I've been an ADHD coach over 10 years, I wrote my 3 books. They're really popular. Own Your ADHD, and then my two-part series, Banish Your Overwhelm. Part 1 is how to get rid of your clutter, and part 2 is how to simplify what you have left, all with a lens of executive function deficit, okay, supporting you with that whole package deal. And you know what? You don't make money on books. I make about £50 a month on these books. Okay? You do get clients from them, but I didn't write it for that. I wrote them because I knew that I had knowledge and tools that help people.
Yep.
I wanted to get it out. And then if I had known how hard it was to write books, I would never have written books. But you know what? It's a good thing I didn't know. That was way before AI came out. Then I thought, well, if I write courses, I can sell more of me out there. So I have 11,500 students. Darling, I make maximum £200 a month. Okay, so you don't get financial free from books, you don't get financial free from courses, and either from being a successful coach either, because it's a job. If you don't rock up, you don't get paid. And I didn't like that.
Of course.
Plus I had the debt, which is a whole story unto itself. I thought, what can I do to create financial freedom? Because I was paying back this debt religiously, beyond anything. But I could see the writing on the wall that it's going to come again. If I don't create more money in a different way,
It's going to get worse.
it's going to come back again, the same cycle. And I always pray to God and I say, please teach me the lesson once. Let me learn the lesson from this experience so that I don't have to go through it again. Because if you don't learn the lesson, the next time gets harder. So I went on a money energy type of course because before you want to, now this is all my, opinion, okay? But before you want to increase your bank account balance, you first need to heal the energy of the money and increase that positive energy, right? Heal sort of the negative energy.
You mean like mindset?
Mindset.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I went on a really good mindset course, and it was so good that I did it twice. Then the person giving the course, she's now my mentor, she mentioned in passing about the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. She doesn't talk about money budgeting or tools. She just mentioned it in passing. I thought, hey, I know that book. I've heard of it. What is that book? And I bought it. I like that book. I bought all 8 of the series, 8 of them. I left them lying around my house. I bought the comic book for the kids, left it lying around the house. It was brilliant. And I realised why this bad debt was hanging like a chain around my neck. I realised because it was the bad debt, not the good debt. Then I said, God help me, because I need a path. I need a English, British Robert Kiyosaki. There must be a path here in the UK. And then that night, I found Samuel Leeds.
It's amazing.
I said, God, that's too quick.
Is that on Instagram?
No, I found him. No, not Facebook. Where did I find him? YouTube.
Oh.
I said, God, that's too quick. What's the catch?
Too good to be
Exactly.
true. Yeah.
So for 2 weeks, I deep dived. There was no catch. It got better and better. And then I went to the crash course, £1 crash course at the time, signed up the next week. Now, it's all very nice knowing in your head that you're doing the right thing. But the space between your head and your heart can be from here to the moon.
Yeah.
Anywhere. So I knew in my head this was the right thing to do. Then I said, hold on, Vicky, what have you just done? At the time, I was the only religious Jewish female property investor in my Jewish community.
Wow.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Why do you keep on having to stick your neck out and be different? First of all, I was the only ADHD coach in my Jewish community for at least 7 or 8 years. I was always a different one, always different. And why are you being different again? And maybe you'll fail. What if you lose the 12 grand and you don't make it back? What if you fail? What if you don't succeed?
What if you don't try?
True. So for the next 18 months, I did not stop. I did whatever I could. And it was a difficult journey. Very difficult, especially as I've got severe ADHD. Plus, I've got severe dyscalculia, which is a numbers form of dyslexia. Now, if you have dyscalculia, you can't do the numbers right. And you have to get the numbers right to buy a property or do any property calculation.
It's all numbers.
Oh, it's all numbers. Friends tell me, Faigy, why don't you buy locally in our area? And I say, darling, are you in your right mind? Do you know how low the numbers are for my area? Salford, you know, what? No way. Now I know it. But it was really difficult. So I forgot your question. What was your question? That's my ADHD, darling.
The journey and the process. But you did start onto the Samuel Leeds course.
Yeah.
The first 18 months was difficult. And then when were you able to purchase or do your rent to SA? Was it a buy to let you did first?
Yeah. So I first tried out rent to SA because that's what you do. Everyone tries it out because that's what we trained. You know what? I threw myself into it because I always guide my clients that throw yourself into it. You don't know if you'll succeed, but at least you'll learn from it. And if it's the right thing for you, then you'll get an opening. If it's not the right thing for you, you'll get an opening for something else. But stick to it. So I stuck to rents in Manchester. I tried different areas. You know what? I didn't like it. But I couldn't work out if I don't like the idea or is it just new. So I had to stay on it for a while. And then I did a JV with a friend from the academy and I didn't like it. I realised, okay, Faigy, you don't like it. It's not for you. And I realised, maybe because of my age, I'm like 47. So like, I don't want to bang a nail into like someone else's wall. I want it to be my wall. I want it to be my house. Why should I put money into someone else's house? That's my thinking. Rent to rent is brilliant for younger people, for people who want quick cash. For me, for my goal, financial freedom, I'm happy to do it slowly. I'm on the academy 3 years now, exactly. I joined January 23rd, 2023. Still haven't made back the 12 grand.
Okay.
In the actual property, but I have made it back with my coaching.
Yes.
Because when I first joined, I said, right, how am I going to balance being an ADHD coach and a property investor? Doesn't go together. Doesn't go. Like, what are you up to? What are you doing again? And then it does because I know how to get people funding.
Yeah.
And if one has ADHD or dyslexia, even if you don't have a diagnosis, you can get a lot of funding for me to coach you, to help, to guide you how to use your brain, right, to help you succeed in business. So I've actually made back the money via the coaching many, many times over. But the property bit, I haven't made back the money yet.
Just take time.
And so what? I don't care. I've got a
It's
good
slow
method.
pound.
Doesn't
It's a
matter.
slow pound.
Slow pound. And I'm a bit older. I'm not a young spring chicken. I've got more patience. I've learned through life. You need patience. Doesn't matter. I'm on the right path. I've got the good mentors, the good guidance. I'm fine.
And 3 years in, currently you've got, what do you have?
Oh
right
my
now?
gosh, what do I have?
I know. I've heard
lost
you've got
count.
so much.
Lost count. So my first BRR property took me from when the offer was accepted till I got the keys, 8 months. Then a whole year. Can you imagine 12 months for a slit, 2 up, 2 down Burnley property?
Really?
What you're on, like, took me a year.
Yeah.
Because I was doing this, doing that, and I was like, so that's doing nicely as an essay. Then the next lot, each house is taking me 3 weeks from when I start the refurb. So you can't always start the refurb on the day that you get the keys because the builder's not ready. But from when we start the refurb, it's live 3 weeks. So I made the sensation on the Samuel Leeds Academy because I bought 4 houses in 4 weeks. So last night I spoke at the Essex Inner Circle and they asked me, how did you buy 4 houses in 4 weeks? So I said, I didn't.
You explained how you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Because what you do is you put an offer in, see where it lands. Put the next offer in, see where it lands. Some land, some don't land.
Yeah.
Some yes, some no. Then you just move along and you just plod and you move. And then things work out.
I think they want to know how you have the money raised for every deposit, for every property.
So that is, I was able to refinance my family home.
Yeah. To purchase one, then and then you use that one to purchase the
Yes.
next. Yeah, so
Yes.
you use the same
The
model
same money.
to-
Yeah, it's the same model.
yeah, applied times 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Fantastic. Yeah, 100%.
Plus, I buy 2 or 3 houses on one mortgage.
Is that in the same area? Is that why? Or
No, you can buy anywhere. I
oh,
think.
for the amount.
Yes, because if you buy a house in a company, if it's a low amount,
Low amount meaning what? 50K.
75% of the purchase of the property value, like purchase price, is around 41,000, something like that. So my first property, actually, I bought the house for 52,500, and I had to pay more. I had to pay 850 in order for me to get the mortgage, the 75%. So now I buy 2 or even 3 houses on one mortgage.
That's fantastic.
So
That's a lesson to be learned for everyone else as well.
Yeah, you can. So when I buy one, I scoot around quickly and I find a second one.
Yeah. And it's all in one space, so it's one mortgage.
Yeah.
And the money comes released straight away, so it's not like waiting around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Samuel didn't even know about that. Tim,
Yeah,
his stepdad didn't know. And that idea came to me because February time I had gone to Burnley. Burnley's my patch. And if we have time, I can talk about why. I had gone to Burnley to view 21 house portfolio.
Wow.
In my insanity, because I have ADHD, of course, I have endless possibilities. I can do anything,
In
right?
one day? I was going to say, that's a lot in one day.
Well, we only went to view they only got the keys for about 9 or 10 on one day. But that was a lot.
That's a lot.
In my, insanity, I asked my broker, can you buy 21 houses? How can you do that? So he told me, put it all on one mortgage.
Right.
Well, that's good. Well, in the end, I didn't buy any of them because a company bought them up.
Okay.
But that taught me something. I thought, why did I go through that whole experience? And now I realize because that taught me about buying multiple properties. So that's what I do now.
Lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's a lesson. You just have to go through it.
Definitely. Can you tell me what challenges you faced as a woman in the property sector, if any?
Which one do you want to know?
One for now.
Internal challenge. How can I be a wife, a mum, a grandma, and property investor, plus my coaching? So I joined 3 years ago. How many grandchildren did I have in these 3 years? 1? Is it 4? 4. Because I've got 5 children, 2 daughters and 3 sons. So my 2 daughters are married. They've each got 3 children now. Yeah, I had 4 grandchildren in 3 years.
Okay.
So supporting them emotionally with that, that's huge.
That's huge. Time.
Huge. Yeah. Just, should we say balancing, but I don't like the word balancing. Balancing work and home. But you know what? There is no such thing as balance.
It's managing and getting on with it, isn't it?
It's calmly doing what you have to do. And then when you drop the ball, calmly pick it up. And not killing yourself in the process. Why?
Or anyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Or anyone else.
Husbands. Yeah.
Yes, because they get the brunt of it.
Oh, no, they do. Yeah. There's no such thing, in my opinion, as work-home balance. It's, what does I say? It just doesn't exist. It's just being calm.
Is it more about acceptance? Accepting the situation that it is. Not because you put yourself in that position. It just is what it is.
Yes. And I have a 3-pronged approach, like a triangle idea that I share with clients. And I'm going to share with you briefly. So think of a triangle. Top one is the word simplify. Bottom, right or left, what is it? That way. It's simplify, systemize. The last one is self-acceptance. My secret to my success is whatever I'm doing, I try to simplify. So once I got one house in Burnley, I said, oh, I know how to do a BRR now. Let me scoot along to Liverpool and buy a big house that you can convert to a 6-bed HMO commercial zing. Well, I went a few times Liverpool, and then I booked a mentor call or two, and basically I realised that, Faigy, what are you doing? If that model works and it's good numbers, why are you scooting off somewhere else?
More work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my secret. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. I became known as the Burnley Queen. Okay.
Rinse and repeat what you're learning. Yeah.
Simplify. And then once it gets so boring that it's coming out of my sleeve, then we'll see. But it's not yet at that stage. No. So I'm still doing it. So simplify. Systemize whatever you can do. So we're now doing the second of the 4 BRRs.
Yeah.
Each one takes about 3 weeks. It's basically the same idea. I'm buying the same stuff for each one, the same kitchen, the same oven, the same sockets, the same.
It gets easier, doesn't it?
It does. And my dear, before I check out from any online checkout, I pause, I copy and paste every link onto my spreadsheet. So you should have seen my house. It's on Instagram. My place looks like a messy, overturned warehouse because of the staging. It makes sense to bring it to my house
and then go in.
Drive up. And my family's been really, really, really good about it. But I'm fine with a mess. Like one room, you can't even enter the room. It's that bad. Because I know that I'm grounded with the system. It's all on my computer, all on my Google Drive.
And in your living room.
Exactly. But it's all grounded. Okay? So simplify, systemize, and then, darling, self-acceptance. You're okay. You're good enough to make mistakes, lose money, forget appointments, whatever. Burn the dinner, forget about dinner, forget to fetch the kid. It's fine.
Don't forget.
Well, you know what I mean. It's fine. God will help and learn from it.
Yeah.
So I was driving down yesterday and I forgot about something really important. I thought, why did I forget?
Yeah.
Because I forgot to check my Google Calendar.
Yeah.
Lesson learned, check it more often. And then move on. Now, I have been under a lot of stress lately because of my 4 refurbs and my 4 BRRs. So I've actually, so the other day I added in a fourth point, so it's a square now. So it's simplify, systemize, and then there's one before the self-acceptance. It's the self-preservation.
Oh, wow.
Which is, no matter how busy you are, and I have got a good excuse.
Every time.
You go and look after yourself every day. No matter what.
Yep.
You do what you have to do.
Either with exercise, with food,
yeah,
skincare. There's so
many
options, yeah?
I believe it's more because I've got ADHD, and if you have ADHD, we have an imbalance of dopamine. And dopamine is the golden elixir that you need in order to get stuff done in life. So each person themselves, they are able to release dopamine. And it flows to your prefrontal cortex over here, firing up your executive functions for action. That's what I'm all about. What are executive functions? So they are being self-aware, memory, time management, organization, procrastination, motivation, decision-making, planning, self-control, flexible thinking, focus. There's loads more.
There's loads more.
Right. So when I do exercise in the morning, I myself release the dopamine from my brain and it flows to my prefrontal cortex, firing up all of my, shall we say, toolkit for life. All those areas that I mentioned, they're your toolkit. Then I can get things done. If I don't do exercise, I think, oh, let me just lie in for an hour. I'll get up. I'll feel sluggish. I'll say, right, I have to make up my mind between this sink and that sink. Which one? I don't know. Then I have to say, okay, I have to cook dinner. What do I buy? This or this? Oh, I don't know. And then everything falls apart. I get angry. I get upset because I can't, because I haven't got the focus, and the whole day unravels. So the self-preservation should be the first one
that you do.
You as a mum, a woman, come first.
So do you feel like with your BRRs, do you feel like you now feel there's some sense of success?
Because that's a good question. So what does success mean to you?
That's what I mean. What
does it mean?
Yeah.
Some people
tell me.
Does
it mean with achievement, or does it mean with lessons? Or?
Right. So some people tell me, success is when I pay back my 12,000 for the Samuel Leeds Academy. Someone said that to me last night. Then I'll succeed. Someone else told me when I will get a long-term guest in my property, then I'll be a success. No.
What is it for you?
Success is doing the actions.
Right.
I've got a phrase. Success is action. Result comes from God. So people look at me and say, ooh, Faigy, she bought 4 houses in 4 weeks. She's up to her second BRR. Now, I haven't seen a penny yet from that. I don't know if anyone's ever going to book my property. I don't know. So I'm thinking, I'm terrified now because it might not work out. How do you know? You don't know. I know from my first one that it's got guests in it most of the time, but you don't know. So if I wouldn't work on myself, I'd say, I'm not a success. I'm an absolute fool. What have I done now? Terrified. What if it doesn't work out? But that's only if a person sees the success from the end goal. I see it as I've done what I've done. I've pushed through my mental barriers. Women now see me. They say, oh, Faigy, I love what you're doing. I want to do that. Help me. That's a success.
That there, helping someone else.
Yeah. And that. I never would have thought that 5 years on, I'd be telling you that I paid back the debt 2.5 years ago. That's a whole story unto itself. No, I did not have extra money. No, at all. And I don't have some golden spoon or some golden whatever. No.
So on the back of that, what advice would you give to women starting out in property?
Stop thinking and do it.
Just do it.
And you're going to make mistakes. Okay, you hear? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes.
I don't think they're called mistakes. They're called lessons.
There's no such thing as failure. There's feedback. I've heard that quoted.
Yeah.
So my failure of the 65,000 debt wasn't a failure. It was a catapult. Because I chose to make it a catapult to success. So whatever happens to you, you can choose to do whatever you want to do.
Take it as a positive mindset, perspective of negativity. Yeah. So what would you tell your younger self now that you look back?
Oh my gosh.
You had this aim of when I get to 40, I'll do this. But now looking back, because obviously I think the Academy's changed us so much.
Oh, it's a whole lifestyle change.
It totally is.
What would I tell myself? I don't know. Believe in yourself more.
Yeah.
And the fact when you feel different to people around you, when you feel a bit odd, a bit like, I feel like I'm a bit, everyone's going that way, and I'm like, that way, a bit like off centre, you know. When you feel a bit, it's usually because you're in the wrong environment. Find the right people who are all like that as well, a bit off centre, and then you'll be fine. Just find the right environment. Recognize when you're in a toxic environment.
Know the difference.
Follow your intuition. But you do need the numbers. Okay. The numbers do.
Intuition to numbers.
Yeah. Follow your intuition. Meaning when your body is telling you something, don't explain it away with reasoning from your mind.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling and it's a body sensation. You know when you're with a toxic person, you feel ill, you feel like heavy, the dread. Right, run away like the plague.
But when you feel right,
it's great. Just do it. But don't just do it. Research. So I didn't just jump into Samuel Leeds. I did 2 weeks intense research. Intense.
All on YouTube.
I looked at it. I bought his books, all of them, every single one.
Yeah.
And I read them. What's wrong with that? That's good. And then I also asked advice. Make sure you ask guidance. Too many people don't ask enough because...
How many mentors there? Why not?
Yeah, because we start something new and then we feel a bit ashamed because I know so much in life, but here it's zero.
Yeah.
Help. Overcome the shame. Sorry, darling, just get on with it.
You can.
You can.
Yes, definitely.
And if I could do it, there were times when I would come downstairs from my office crying my eyes out, my tears falling into the pot while I was cooking on the stove. I can't do the numbers. What? I can't do them.
But what you can't do, someone else can help you with.
Right. And that's the help I got. And I'll show you here. I realised I'm very tacked down. I can't do Excel spreadsheets because they're 2D. Even the simplest Excel spreadsheet, I'll press it twice and I'll void the whole thing, start all over again, do the whole calculation again 5 times. Plus, I don't know what the numbers mean because I haven't done it.
So you prefer to write it down.
Yeah. So I got this advice from the mentors. I write every time I do the same old boring stuff.
Because it makes sense in your mind.
Yes. And by actually writing it, hold on, where's the page? My 4-quadrant. Come on, where's the 4-quadrant? Here we are. Coffee stains and all. Right there. Can you see that? There. I don't know what you can see, but yeah. That really made it clear. And doing the same. The Burnley houses, I'll say off the record, don't really do the numbers much because it's the same. I know if I buy a house up to a certain amount, the numbers will work. So I just offers, put in. So I've got 1 house now, 4 in the offing, 4 doing their work. I've got 3 more going to complete in 2 weeks. What's that? 8. Then I put in an offer that got accepted, 8 and 11. So that's 3 more after that. And then 12. So 4 offers accepted that we're working on.
Yep.
3 that are imminent to complete. And oh my gosh, it's like every day when they're going to complete because that's the whole story. Normally I'm cool as a cuke. Yeah, it will complete when it completes.
Different type of excitement though, isn't it?
But the vendor is in a panic to sell and he's nagging. He's like putting a big pressure on the agent who's putting pressure on me. And the vendor might pull out because he wants a cash buyer. But at this point in time, it's not going to go quicker. Really not. Yeah. So I'm keeping everyone at bay. But it's not up to me. I'm doing my bit. Success is my action. Result comes from God. If I get that house, it's a nice big 5-bed. Burnley, they're 2 up, 2 down, little tiny things. Yep. But they're good cash flowers. Burnley, Accrington, Nelson, anywhere the northwest up there, and then the northeast, Middlesbrough, Doncaster, Barnsley, well. 2 beds, 2 even more. But that's what I can afford. Barnsley, Middlesbrough, Doncaster, Derby, Grimsby, Cleethorpes, anywhere up north, brilliant. But Burnley was the nearest to my house. So it has to work with my family.
Yep.
I kept seeing, academy members doing big
everywhere,
deals.
Anywhere,
and I kept
all
asking,
the places.
I kept asking mentors, is it okay? I'm doing a small deal, but I can drive to Burnley 3 times in 1 day. No problem. It's fine. It can fit into my day.
I like the patch thing. Yeah. I always say my patch as well.
Patch. Tiny micro niche patch.
Definitely. Faigy, I want to say thank you so much for today.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. You're always enlightening. And I think so many of us can learn from you, especially women who want to come into the property space industry that is quite male dominating.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's great that also we're both in faith. I'm a Sikh and you're in Jewish. So I just think it's so amazing that we show examples as well.
Yes.
For other women of other cultures.
Thank you. And one more thing I'm going to add. You just have to take the next step forward. And you don't know where it's going to take you. I am now the only award-winning religious Jewish property investor, property investor in the UK and wider. And I won the award. Samuel made it for me. Relentless achievement. And I think that's well said. You know what?
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Faigy.
Thank you.
All right. And that's all for now. Thank you. Bye.